Okay, so you should have completed both exercises 2 and 3 at this point. I hope you're hanging in there. So now we're going to take a look at imperfect and future tenses. And again, we're going to go back to kind of the classic third conjugation and then look at how it affects what it looks like on an IO verb. So go ahead and copy this in your notes. Flip back to your notes from your exercise page. And so here we have, again, metere. So when we conjugate it in an imperfect tense, that weak E changes to a long E. So we have mitibam, mitibas, mitibat, mitibamus, mitibatus, mitibant. Okay? But otherwise, the imperfect endings are completely normal. We just have the long E before them all. Okay? When we conjugate an IO verb in the imperfect, okay, as you can see, we still have the long E and then the normal tense endings for imperfect tense, so ibam, ibas, ibat. The only difference is here we're going to have the I before the ibam. So kapi ibam, kapi ibas, kapi ibat, kapi ibamus, kapi ibatus, kapi ibant. Okay, so in imperfect, we're going to add an I before the long E on the IO verbs. Okay. So go ahead and make sure you have both of these charts copied down. It just kind of shows us the difference between a classic third conjugation and then a third conjugation IO. All right, and now we're going to look at future. So in third conjugation future, we have metam, metes, metet, metimis, metitus, metent. Okay, so here we have the long ES in second singular and in first and second plural. And then that third person has no long E, it's just a short E. And then the first person singular has the ending. So all of these can be found in present tenses chapter 11, and imperfect and future are in chapter 13, I believe, if you need to review those. Okay, now when we go to the third conjugation IO, okay, it is almost identical, except again, we have an I before the ending. So here we have an AM, here we have an IAM, here we have a long ES, here we have an I long ES, okay? And again, in the third person, we don't have any long E's, okay? So capiam, capies, capiet, capiemus, capietus, capient. Okay, and so that is how our imperfect and future. So imperfect and future, just remember we have an I added before the normal third conjugation ending. And in present tense, it is only in the first person singular and third person plural. Okay, so that is the big idea of third conjugation IO. And again, remember the IO verbs are a subset of the third conjugation verbs. So they are considered third conjugation, they just have a couple extra special exceptions. So at this point, you need to start working on exercise 4. So it says, following these examples, conjugate incipio and incipere in the imperfect and future tenses. So you should have one box for imperfect and one box for future. So go ahead and do that in your homework section of your composition book. And then we have just some parsing practice here in exercise 5, okay? And so I would like to have you actually go ahead and copy this chart into your composition book. And when you do, please either underline or circle the endings, okay? So here we would have ibamus, aibamus, iant, okay? So go ahead and circle the endings. That will help you. And make sure you really have the whole ending. For example, if all you see is the bomb and you don't say e-bomb, you might be tempted to think it's a different conjugation. But make sure you look at everything that could possibly be part of the ending, circle that, and then use that to parse it. And then when you go over here, I like to take the English, he will sees. Okay, he, oh, what person is that? Oh, that's third. What number? That's singular. And what tense? Will sees, that would be future. So I like to get the information from the translation, put it in here, and then go back and put it into Latin. So very good. All right. Now, I think I said this in the vocab video, but We will be doing our quiz on Friday, even if we have snow on Wednesday, as long as we are at school on Friday. We will do the quiz on Friday. So you are going to need to kind of keep up on your own at home. If you have questions or you're stumped on something, please do email me, do your best, but I'm doing these videos to try and get you a little bit more help should you need it. So, okay, I'm going to pause here before we head into the imperative mood.